Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. I'm just on real quick to give you guys a little word for what it's worth, a little bit of encouragement and some thoughts um, for your motivational Friday. So we made it through another week, and it's looking like we'll have to make it through a few more before this is all over. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about uh, specifically is virtue, and in our drive and our desire to grow in virtue. So first is the why. Um, why virtue? Why build virtue? The philosophers understood virtue as being fully human. Growing in the virtues and becoming more virtuous is simply becoming more human, fully alive. And so, why be humble? Why uh, why work hard? Why be patient? Why love? Um, why why do we act with prudence? Why are we just? Because these are all the things uh, that it means to be human, and the Christian too really. Not just the philosopher, but the Christian really tries to be virtuous, so that we can live a happy and fulfilled life. And I've found this to be an extremely hard thing to do. It's very difficult to be virtuous. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of drive just to get started. It's kind of like a really tough workout. You know that by the end of it, you're going to be fulfilled. You know that by the end of it, you're going to be glad that you did it. But it's just really hard to get started, and it's really hard to make yourself do it consistently all the time. And one of the one of the things that I've realized about my life is that I've always had this desire to be in a place where virtue is kind of forced. And what I mean by that is when I was in college, I was forced to have a routine and to get my work done, otherwise, I got bad grades. Right? I was forced in high school to get up early and go run sometimes for cross country. Sometimes we ran in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. I was forced to do the work my teachers asked of me. I was in this kind of forced routine that didn't allow me to, uh, didn't really allow me to lack virtue in a sense, I guess. And it's not like I didn't like virtue, but this routine was really helpful. And the fact that people were kind of telling me what to do and how to be virtuous really helped me. And so then after college, I found myself kind of in this place where I didn't really have to do a whole lot. I didn't really have to have a routine. I didn't really have to be virtuous in a way. I could afford to be lazy, and there was nobody nagging me about it. But I desired to live in a monastery where my schedule would be set for me, and it would be really easy just to do as I'm told, and that would constitute my virtue. And so I joined the monastery, and you guys know that obviously that didn't work out for me. And so I was back on my own again. So then I joined another religious community, and that didn't really work out. And so I was back on my own again. And this has always been really frustrating to me because it's almost like I don't want to have to be accountable. I don't want to have to make my own decisions to be virtuous. I want somebody to do it for me. I want somebody to push me and drive me and help me with that. And uh, God keeps kind of placing me on my own in a sense. I know that I'm not really on my own. I've got friends and I've got family that push me and still expect something of me, but it's just not the same. Right? I really feel on my own to grow in virtue and to try to do the right thing. And I fail so much. I fail all the time to to really be who God has made me to be. Um, Especially in this time, I can be really lazy, wasting time with television, or I can choose to go on a drive with my brother and go get some coffee instead of getting my work done. Different things like this, I can choose to just be lazy and waste time on social media instead of praying. Um, it's so hard to choose the right thing that's really truly going to help me grow, especially when there's nobody there to tell me to do it. Right. So in this time of pandemic, God has given us like the ultimate trial, where I mean, maybe some of your parents are giving you a structured life, and that's great. That's a good thing, and it's good that they're helping you live out your virtue, because it stinks, but you're gonna be happier for it. But for those of us that don't really have that guidance, um, it's a really trying and difficult time. There are so many easier decisions and choices to make, um, to not be virtuous. But I think that there's also a beautiful opportunity here, uh, to grow first and foremost in the virtue of perseverance, and to also have humility and patience. Why do we have such a great opportunity? Because every time we fail, you can try again. Every single day, we can get up. We've got a new day of this pandemic and a new day to just try to make some virtuous decisions, and try to practice what will make us happier. Um, so I don't know. That's just kind of what I've been reflecting on, is how many times in my life I've desired structure and I've desired routine, and for somebody to basically just choose the virtue for me so that I have to do it rather than choosing to do it for myself. And so I think that this pandemic is really an opportunity for me to say, you know what, I really want to be virtuous. I really want to try. And when I fail, I'm going to try again. Right? So this message isn't really for those of you who succeed all the time. It's for those of you, along with me, who fail a lot and who choose laziness and who choose selfishness, to just try again, try to be selfless, try to love others, try to pray for them, try to spend more time with God, and to be kinder to family, and to get some productive things done to grow as human beings. So, for what it's worth, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I hope that you're not stressed. I hope that you're ready to enjoy this weekend and find something fun to do. Um, and also to just be virtuous. Love the people around you. Number one virtue. God bless.